invasion route, right? The other way Nova plays this is, let's just go ham. Let's take away the Azure Golem from the Luna, and Bai is not going to have a good game right off the bat because of that.
Yeah, I feel like if the Luna ever loses a blue buff to a steal or whatever it is, or Bai happens to die early in like the first 8 minutes of this game, they might just auto lose. Like that's the kind of pressure and knife's edge that they're going to be on throughout this game, because you know, there's going to be, again, a lot of eyes on Bai and just limiting his farm.
Yeah, and right off the bat, we really start to see this, right? Kongling already doing a very good job. We know that this was a soft guarantee on towards the Tusk Balls, but taking away the Crimson Golem, that is not part of the plan. That is not supposed to happen. Nono needs a little bit more help here, but straight away, 3v2, Muji comes in and joins. You know, Bai is going to be here, but is it going to be fast enough?
Duo actually has to use the heal, but he's going to give up first blood. The Flaming Palm, Wiz real. Now Bai is showing up, but he's getting damaged as well. He's going to be shut down on this one, and Mon just running for his life, and this is a disaster of a start for Team HAQ.
A dream start, though, for the side of Nova. Exactly what they needed to get the huge advantage at this game. We are about a minute in, and this is already a 1,000 goalie going for the side of Nova here. And here's the beautiful part for the side of Kongling. He gets the Crimson buff, he gets the Azure buff, and Bai now has no buffs to work with.
Nothing at all, and this is going to be tough for Bai to get anything going, right? Starting from behind, not where you want to be. I mean, it's a 1.5k net worth lead already in favor of Nova. I kind of feel like Team HAQ, I mean, they spotted it out. If anything, you give up on it, or you send the house to protect your jungle. But Bai getting gone on the flash out for it, but he's not able to get that final shot. Chuan lets Bai live just with a sliver of life.
Yeah, Xuan was definitely making a little bit of a micro mistake. Whether it was on purpose, I'm not sure, but you can be sure Bai needs to thank his lucky stars. He should have been taken down at this point. Nova already have close to 2,000 nice lead.
Huge. I mean, this is a disaster of a start. This is not how you want to do it. Nuno actually has to recall already, and now Lolo's going to be left behind. He's going to get gone on. The Ocean of Tears is actually going to stop the recall from Nuno, as he has to do the Walk of Shame on back. But this is pressure on the bottom T1 already, and they're going right for the Crimson because they have this thing on a timer lockdown.
Yes, and this is exactly what you need to do, right? Take a look at what Nova is doing. When you get the timings of the buff, make sure you send your troops down, you send your members down. Not only do you get the potential for the steal, look at the waves, right? In the middle lane, you don't miss out. In fact, you get free damage on the T1 at the bottom as well. I like this rotation by Nova. This is something like, you know, all viewers should be able to take a look at and really learn from this.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake, even in that mid lane there. Mon, I feel like he should be just like pushing the waves as much as possible, forcing somebody to show up mid. Konglin actually, because of the fact that he like froze the lane, he was actually able to just go into the mid lane and just free farm what was left. Had it been onto the tower, he might have missed out on some of those creeps, and a little bit of a misplay, I would say, by Team HAQ to start things off already.
Well, we already said, right? This is tuition for the side of Team HAQ. This is a learning lesson. And Nova, you can see, Kongling actually shares the wave with Wendy, as he didn't take the entire wave. He left half of it for Wendy, went back to take his buff, and now share the remainder of the new wave with the different members on the side of Nova Esports. So very good use of maximizing all the gold value that's available on the map.
Yeah, it's all about efficiency, right? I mean, Nova Esports, the way that they're able to manipulate the lanes as well as move across the map, ensuring that Konglin is, I mean, he's already got the level advantage. The net worth, we'll have to see that separately, but there's guarantee that he's on top right now. He's done such a great job of just being across the entire map, absorbing and taking everything across.
Yes, and this is where they actually split the resources. Nova here, trying to go for the double take here. Attempted steal, not going to be working.
Oh, it looks like they find it. The Guard of Grave, Mon is just running for his life, but he's going to be seer stated in the sense that he's going to be conducted. The Conductor of Souls is going to be on point, but Konglin getting a little bit low. They find Bai, they turn this around, and now Team HAQ with a 4-man stun, not enough. The Malaysian flags have been planted on both ends, but Nova Esports coming out on top as they got 2 more kills.
Completely steady from the side of Team Nova here. Didn't even have to expend the Muji ultimate for the Dragon Form, which means they get free access into the T1 because after 4 minutes, you don't get that protection and that extra shield anymore. So Nova guarantee T1 in the mid. They extend their lead. This is now close to 3,000 in gold. And take a look at what Muji has on his plate. This is going to be a free wave at the top side, assisted by Xuan as well. Now, this pulls Team HAQ all across the map. They are going to lose one more T1 at the bottom side here.
I mean, they're losing it. You have to give up something, right? And it looks like right now they're giving up the bottom lane. It's going to go down easily to minions. And they also have 2 members of Nova, Wendy and Waypit, are just waiting in the wings for that bottom T2. It's great because of the fact that they're providing that vision. Waypit is scouting it out. Wendy knows that he's incredibly safe because he has Waypit up there, right? And so this is a huge moment where they're able to kind of push basically untouched right there and makes it very difficult, again, for Team HAQ to make some sort of ambush.
Exactly. And if you take a look at the gold value on the side of Waypit, why am I, talking about Waypit? Because as a roamer, his farm is close to the rest of the side of Team HAQ, which means they can't take him down.
Actually, I was going to be like, hey, why are you talking about Waypit? Nobody cares about roamers. Roam lines don't matter, but all jokes aside, I'm a role player myself. But Waypit definitely doing his greatest in the sense that he's got a 600 gold lead in terms of the lane matchup against Nuono, and he's just provided so much. The vision score is going to be on point. Plus, he's able to kind of, if anyone were to potentially jump, he's actually got that counter initiation. It's going to be tough here for Team HAQ.
Red team
It definitely is, right? Because Waypit's able to stand in the front. This gives him more space to roam around the map and really get information for the team without having to risk giving his life. And this is where Nova truly benefits because you really get the setups perfectly. Wendy already throwing his Destructive Deluge as a deterrent on that defense. And straight away, 6.5 minutes, Team HAQ have to defend against a potential T3 take. Not ideal at all.
Yeah, not ideal. If you're kind of like, okay, Team HAQ, what do we need to do better, right? Be like, okay, you need to be not defending your T3s at the 6-minute and 30-second mark. I think that should be a marker that, Team HAQ, as well as any team that plays Nova Esports, should have, because the amount of pressure that they provide. Nova Esports, again, look at this map control. There is no farm, no space for Team HAQ.
Yeah, absolutely no space at all. T3 at the bottom here, under pressure. And all they need is a big setup from inside of Waypit or even Xuan.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go for this one. It looked like John just barely able to just limp away. No, he's going to be picked off. Lola had already been killed as well. As they dive in deep, they just go ham because they understand they have a huge advantage. Bai has been killed as well. They turn their attention now to the bottom T3.
Yep, there's nothing left to defend at this point. This is going to be Man taken out. Huge for the side of Nova.
Yeah, absolutely huge. The Infinite Fast is just for good looks at this point, but more importantly, they're going to take the Crystal. Nova Esports just buckle down, and they say, hey, we're going to end this game sub 8 minutes. Let's do this quickly.
All right, this is lesson number 1 for the side of Team HAQ. Nova, once again, still maintaining that level of strength. And we talked about this right before the game started, right? This initial invade by Nova, how much damage is it going to do? And to be honest, that was not the amount of damage I was expecting. I expected, Kongling to just take the Tusk Boars and get out, but they saw something more, and that's why they're the pros.
Yeah, absolutely pros on this one. I mean, it started even from minute 0, right? Right when they were invading, Nova Esports were able to do exactly what they wanted. I mean, they had the best start that you could potentially think about, especially when you're like, hey, we're looking to invade, but to take, get kills as well as the Crimson, all of that, it was just so tough for Team HAQ to even come back in this one.
And that's crazy, right? Because normally when we talk about, oh, you're losing a Crimson, it's bad at the start of the game, but then they lost the Azure as well, and you have a Moonblade, there's a Luna. You need that mana regeneration, you need the CDR, cooldown reduction. And yeah, I don't think this is his fault per se, they just had no options. Everyone was shut down from the start of the game.
Okay, if it's not Bai's fault, whose fault would you think it was?
I would think it's... I think it's your fault, because...
Okay, you know me too well. Yes, it probably was my fault in the end, somehow. But, I mean, I think that this is a great game for Nova Esports. This is exactly what they wanted, right? They understood that they can be very confident and be able to just completely dominate, as you see. Xuan leading that Nova to secure game 1, but to be honest, it kind of felt like everyone from Nova Esports were there to ensure that they got that win.
I think it's important, right? Nova is showing you exactly how you take an advantage. not just hold it, but how to build upon it, right? Because normally we take a look at a case where, okay, you get that Crimson buff. What's next? The ideal movement is, okay, the next time it comes up after 80 seconds, I'm going to take it again. But Nova did one up that kind of play. They said, okay, I'm going to take the Crimson, but I'm going to add on more. I'm going to take T1s. I'm going to take your Azure buff as well. And this shows you how to snowball that growth. And look, Kongling, 6-0-3. Everyone knew that he was that major win condition as well.
I mean,